Hey there, today we're going to talk about our goal setting feature. Now, keep in mind that the goal setting feature is available in the gold plan and up. If you're on silver plan, you would need to upgrade to take advantage of this feature, as well as some of the other features that come with the gold plan and up. So, goal setting is found under Coach Tools, and it's the fourth one down, goals. And we can set goals for a variety of athletes or clients. So, for example, we can set a goal for everyone, which means that if we put 315 as back squat, everyone in the Team Builder account will get 315 as their back squat goal. Now, it's probably more appropriate to set goals at the individual level, but you can also do it at the calendar level and you can do it at the group level. And this would be what we consider like standard setting as opposed to individual goal setting. In this example, I'm going to use an individual and I'll use Rocky Balboa. So the first thing you notice here is that a variety of exercises show up, and you may be wondering why so many exercises show up. So the reason that is because in the exercise database, if an exercise is tracking for anything at all, it will show up in goal setting. So whether you do highest weight or 3RM or 1RM or highest number of reps, any one of those tracking types will actually add that exercise into goal setting. So you can determine what shows up in goal setting by determining whether you track it or not in your exercise database. Going back to Rocky Balboa, we can search for an exercise and I'll just search for back squat. And again, we break up our exercises the same way we do in the exercise database. We have our lifts, we have our speed, agility, quickness, and conditioning, we have circuits, and then we have health. So going back to back squat, I can see here that we have it set as a percentage, and the two options are a specific value, and that would mean that I want Rocky to back squat 315 pounds. And a percentage means that I want it to be a percentage of another item. So in this case, I have 200% of body weight. So every time Rocky logs his body weight, right, 170 pounds, his one rep max back squat is going to, his goal anyway, is going to adjust. So in this case, if Rocky weighs in at 170 pounds, then his barbell back squat goal will be 340 pounds. So that's one way to do it. We can also do it as a derivative of another exercise. So if you really believe, for example, that your front squat should equal 85% of your back squat, and it's kind of written in the exercise name here, you can say percentage. I want it to be 85%, and I want it to be 85% of the barbell back squat. And then that's going to automatically create a goal for this athlete based on their one rep max back squat. So if their back squat is going up, you're indicating to the athlete that their front squat goal is also going up based on a percentage ratio. Okay, so just to cover a couple other things, if I scroll down to things like circuits, you can create goals for circuits based on how that circuit is tracked. So if you have a circuit that counts the number of reps in a given amount of time, you can type in what you want the goal to be, 300 reps. You can also put a time limit. So if the goal for this circuit at some point is to do it underneath 10 minutes, then you would type in 10 minutes as the goal. If I keep going down, I can see that we have the health section as well. So I can put in a goal body weight, goal resting heart rate, goal body fat percentage. And then the one I skipped over is what we call speed, agility, quickness, and conditioning. And this is where you can put in goals for these kinds of exercises. So a 40-yard dash, if this was tracking correctly in my database, it would say seconds and milliseconds. I can put that in. If I had a 300-meter sprint or a 500-meter row, I can put in a threshold that I want for them to have as their goal. And the same thing works here. You could use a percentage. So if you have a 1,000-meter row, and you want the 500-meter row to be some sort of percentage of that, you can do it. So this is goal setting. It's a little bit more dynamic than it has been in the past. And just keep in mind that you can clean up the number of exercises here by just making sure that you're tracking differently in your exercise database. Now, as for where the goals show up for athletes, on their app or on the web, they can go to a section called maxes/PRs, personal records. And in this view, if they select their own profile, as a coach, you select their profile. As an athlete, it defaults to their profile. A goal actually shows up for them here. So if the barbell back squat goal for Rocky is 480 and he's currently at 422, you'll see 88% show up. And on the mobile app, there's a little bit more of a visual kind of representation for how they are tracking towards that goal. But every athlete will have access to their goals and how they're tracking towards their goal in their mobile app, as long as they go to the tab in their mobile app that's titled Maxes/PRs.